Hello, Echo again. Welcome back to FTB Unleashed, episode 41. So yesterday's episode was a weld download. I just want to cover a couple of things from that, just so you know what's going on. I did actually make the 77 levels. Relax on it. I did make the air-pierced armour that I said I was going to make using the woven silk, and I made the rubber boots, hazmat suit, and the scuba helmet. So I've got more armour stands filled up in here. Pretty close to every bit of armour, I think, available in the Unleashed pack. So, just so you know, if you downloaded the weld and you was wondering about a couple of things, the only thing you have to wonder about really, how to work the reactor. I think I've covered this pretty well, but I'll cover it really quick. I put a sound there before I did the weld download. Run breeder, put the 39 heat, warm up to 39k, and add uranium cell. I don't know if that makes it more complicated, but in here you'll find, if you type in cell, that's what you want to type, you'll find everything you need for the reactor. There's the 39 heating cells. I've just got them sat in the ME network at the minute. If you wanted to run this guy to get more cells, swap that there for the 39 heating cells, let it heat up to 39k. Currently, see, it's down at 200 odd because there's nothing going on. And then once it's at 39k, so that please extra cell come out, chuck that in the ME network. Same with that one, but before you take that one out, you want to craft a uranium cell. So cell, again, craft one of them guys, uranium cell, chuck that in there, so swap that for that, and then that'll run for another 2 hours 46 minutes until the cell runs out. And what it'll do is it'll convert some of this 122 re-enriched into actual uranium cells that then, that's wrong, isn't it? Re-enriched, they're already done, yeah. What it'll do is, it won't do that at all, I just made that up. What it'll do is, it'll make some more of these near depleted uranium cells into re-enriched uranium cells that then these reactors can then also craft as requested into uranium cells. So there we go, that's pretty much the only thing I needed to let you know about. So if you was wondering, if you didn't want to blow that up and want to show how it works, that should cover that for you, should clear that up. The Alvarez thing we did last time, I'm not going to do any bees here because I don't want to concentrate too much on trees or bees, and I did quite a bit of bees yesterday. I have been occasionally checking this. It seems to be only getting ones I've already got. So what I've done is, one nice thing is the pollen also goes in your arborist chest, which is nice. So the pollen I've got at the minute, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you see two lots of pollen out of that sieve in there. So I've got some red spruce, some silver birch, more silver birch, and a common beech, silver lime, copper beech. So nothing that I didn't already have. I don't think I've actually got a red spruce tree anywhere. Got a beech, yeah. I don't think I've got a red spruce tree anywhere yet. But what I've done is I've set up another little alveoli out here that you may have seen if you watched a little tutorial video on frame routers. So what this has got in, this has got my Rocky Queen in here. That was a little interruption by my mother there. Hello, Ma. That's got my Rocky Queen in there. This is my queen that makes more bees. That makes sense. I'll show you what I mean. This hasn't gone through a full life cycle yet. I've pretty much only just put this in, but seems to have lost my Bealizer. Wonder where that went. Interesting. Oh, it's there. Idiot. That doesn't count as a full death. This is the bee that I use to get more drones. So this has got all the best stats. And it's got the force hand fertility. So this is the bee I use when I need more drones for actual production bees. This is what I use. So I've just got this set up in here. It's just a Rocky Queen. So all it creates is Rocky drones, which are crap to get a real low chance of getting stuff out of. So what that'll do, that'll go around until it gradually gets up to 64 in here. All the combs, it produces Rocky combs. They just go straight to the void transport pipe. Once it gets beyond 64 drones, the extra drones will go into the void as well. So it don't really matter. I haven't actually got any frames in here because production don't matter. I've got the frame housings, but just because I made them. But what I have got is I've got 8 of these around the bottom. I'm going to see how long it takes to fill all these up. Well, at the minute. That's interesting, isn't it then? So I'm not really sure how this thing works yet. Takes me a bit of time to learn stuff, but I will get my head around it. So again, that one started there, so I don't know if it goes one at a time, it'll fill them all up or what, but we've got 3 in that one and none in the rest, so it looks like it's filling this one up first. Is that because it's nearest? I've no idea. Anyway, so I'm going to use that to see what kind of pollens I get. But that's all we're going to do. Well, it's technically not. I say that's all we're going to do over there, and that's still technically not. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a few of these trees down, because I actually want some wood for testing purposes. I might as well get these better, these mutated leaves from these as well. So I'll cut camera here a second. I'm going to cut all these trees down because I want a little bit of, that's kind of get a bit of clue what I'm going to do in a minute, and so is that. I want some of these different type of logs just so I can see what we can play with. I'll be back in a bit. Okay, I'm back. Tired of that place. So I've actually got 2 new trees out of that. I got a lemon sapling and I got a common walnut sapling. I didn't get much wood though. I thought I'd get a bit more wood than that. I got a bit of cherry, bit of lime. I think I may have thrown some beech away by mistake. I don't have any in here, so I don't know what I've done with that. Oh, no beech wood in there. Weird. Okay, I've maybe binned that. No worries, it grows on trees, we can always get more. So what I want to do here is I want to set up these machines, which we've not played with. These are all added by Extra Trees. By Binny adds these, the guy who makes Extra Bees. And what I want to do is, because these are in the middle of the room, I'm going to combine these with the new conductive pipes from Buildcraft, just to show their work as well. So I'm going to combine a couple of mods together here to get this working. Put my hat back on. So what I want to do is I'm going to run a conductive cable from a redstone energy cell. And where can these go? I'm going to break these for the time being. And I just want to go roughly in the middle. Let's start them about there. So 1, 2, 3. I'm probably going to have to move. Fucking me cable, son of a bitch. ME cables everywhere. We're going to need ME cables running to these eventually, but looks like 1, 2, 3. So what I'm going to want is I'm going to want conductive pipe running across here, and I don't think I've got enough, so I'm going to have to make some more of that. So what I've got here is quartz conductive pipe, which I'll show you how I made. Oh, look at that, it's a perfect amount. I'll show you how I made in just a second. My frame rate's pretty bad, I apologise. I'm going to look into, I've updated my drivers and stuff, but moving around is kind of wrecking me a little bit. What this is, conductive pipe then. New Buildcraft pipe is different. It no longer loses power over distance, which it used to. Gold hardly ever used, lost any, but before it lose power, it's changed quite a lot now. I guess the best way to work out how to use this stuff is watch Direwolf's Mod Spotlight, Direwolf 20. What you got is a wooden conductive pipe which you need to get power out of engines or whatever it is. It's got a 32 MJ tick limit, and then you've got these pipes that 8, 16, 64, 256, and then 1024. That's a ridiculous amount of power. You can go through a diamond one. So what I've gone with is a cobble would have probably done, stone would have definitely done, but I've gone with a quartz just because I wanted to. So quartz transport pipe, box of quartz with glass, which are 8 of them. Combine it with redstone, makes them into conductive pipe, like so. And then we also need a conductive wooden pipe, like so. So the conductive wooden pipe I've got connected to a redstone cell. The reason why I'm doing this, of course, is so I can cover the floor. If I could just use redstone conduit, but I want me to cover that because you can't cover conduit with facades. So I was doing this just for the sake of doing it a little bit different. So what we can do now is, if we put our lumber mill on there, there's 3 machines added by this. There's a lumber mill, there's a woodworker. I may have to spread these out depending on how I want to wire them up. I may just do this manually for now. And there's a panel worker. I don't actually know if this needs power or that. I think it might just be this. This has got a power bar. Yeah, it looks like it's just this. Okay. So them 2 guys. Let's get rid of that for now and see if it's just this. So what I want to do then is, if I set my energy cell to disabled, you see it's going to start sending power through there. You can see the blue line, so it's sending power to that. That's actually full though, and it's still sending power, so that's not good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a couple of autarkic gates and I'm going to a couple of gates and pipes, because there's new conditionals added with this as well. So what we're going to have here is, I don't need that at all, I need 2 iron AND gates. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run red pipe wire from there all the way to there. So that's that covered, and what we're going to do is on this end we're going to have an iron AND gate, and we're going to want to set this to which one is it? Can store energy equals red pipe signal. So it's full of energy, so it can't actually store anymore. And then at this end we're going to put one. At this end we're going to have red pipe signal equals redstone signal, and on the energy cell we're going to set that to redstone high, so that will only output power when it gets a redstone signal. So if we were to break this, just pulled all the power out of that, put it down again, you see the red pipe signal is going to come on, the power is getting sent to it, the red pipe signal has gone off because it's full, and then you're going to see the blue line drain away because it no longer needs power. There it goes. Tidy. So this is only getting power when it needs it. It won't drain much, but I don't like draining any, so that's the whole point of me doing that. I just don't want it to drain power when there's no need for it to. Let's grab some of our false brick covers, and bosh, 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 bosh. There we go. We've got a fully covered up little system there. Wonderful. Next thing I'm going to do is, as you can see, because this is extra trees, it's the same as Binny's other stuff. If you can hold a tab key over a thing, so that's there. Shows you it's loading 1000 MJ. Max input's 40 MJ a tick. Uses 3 MJ per operation, and it also got a water tank here, so it needs water when it's any side. So I've got a liquid tesseract here, which I am going to add to. I'm actually going to add to that side, because if we want to connect this to a ME cable, we've got some there, so we can attach this side a bit easier. I'm going to set that to our good old faithful disabled, owner only, receive only, water. So that's getting water in it now. Wonderful. So now what this can do is this can accept wood. So I've got a stack of basic oak wood there, and look what that does. So each block of wood is getting us 6 planks. It's also getting us sawdust, and it's getting us bark. So like the sawmill, previously the sawmill used to get the sawmill, what do you used to get? It used to get 6. The sawmill's been bugged for a while, it only gets 4. This actually gets 6. So that's good. So we're getting more planks than just crafting them. Let's see what this sawdust does for us. I'm probably going to have to take this out of here for it to work, because that's something else I've noticed about Binny's stuff. If you don't take things out, the NEI don't work. So NEI is working. Give it a bit of a chance. What can we do with this? Take it into paper. Take it into a carton. So what we can do with it? Take it into wood pulp and back. Okay. So it doesn't go. We can't take it into charcoal in the compressor like the other one. That's not a big deal. We can use it to make paper though. So we're going to get a byproduct that makes us paper. And what does bark do for us? Look at bark. Oh, bark can make mulch. Interesting. We can use bark to make mulch. Okay, that's quite interesting. What I'm probably going to do here is I'm going to make an interface. Begin. And while we're making that, let us well, there should be a pattern in here somewhere that makes logs, planks from logs. Basic pattern to make planks from logs. We're going to be in the vanilla page, which is page 1. There it is. Planks from logs. I'm going to get rid of that. So now we can't make planks. So things are going to start jamming up because we're going to start wanting to make frames or whatever. I'm going to change that to overwrite that actually. What do I want? Let me get one bit of local here. Manually do this because it's a bit easier. Just need one more bit. And what we're going to say is, oops, didn't listen to that. Is 1 oak wood makes 6 oak wood planks. We're going to encode that. Going to get our interface here. That I made. Interface, and we're going to want a precision import bus. Got any of them made? No, let's make one of them. So we'll head back upstairs while that's crafting. And my interface is going to go on here. And in there is going to go the pattern. So make wood. And what we're also going to want is a way of getting the wood out of there. So we're going to want an ME cable. One left, look at that. Like it's all planned. Cover that up. Get our bus we just made. Why you no make bus? What's going on here? Is that just because I've connected something to that and cancelled the crafting perhaps? Because I'm playing with the network, I think I maybe cancelled the crafting. Let's try it again then. Precision import bus begin. Look at that, ironically it's waiting for wood. For the piston. So we'll throw a manual bit of wood in there, should make us that. Precision import bus, there we go. And what I think I'm going to do with all this other stuff for now is just bin it. So precision input bus can go on there. I should start pulling everything out of there, and it has, wonderful. So we don't actually need that. What it'll do is it'll send us logs into this when it needs more wood in the system. There we go, we've got a little automated wood thing that's getting us a little bit more planks than we would have been getting before. Now, I'm going to want rid of this. I could make this into paper, I suppose, but the easiest way of getting rid of this for now, we'll just add it to this. I don't need mulch. Is that my fabric? Oh, okay. I don't need mulch, I don't need paper. I've got thousands of reeds over there, so just for now I'm just going to bin all this stuff, and if I want to make use of it later, I can always take them out of there and make a use for it, can't I? So that's no big deal either. So let's just go back down here. We'll put the wood I've got back in there. We'll put the sawdust I've got back in there. In fact, that sawdust can be pulled out of there. And if we put it in there, it should send it to the recycler instead. So now we've got another source of stuff for the thing there. So we don't get charcoal anymore from processing wood. We used to get charcoal, of course. The charcoal, I've only been using it just to run the farm. I've still got 5,000 of it there. Got another 8,000 here as well. Yeah, I have. So I've still got 13,000 charcoal, because the only thing I use it for is running the Galgadorian cart on the forest tree farm over there. So that's no big deal. So the next bit then is, what can we do with this wood that we're making? And let's have a look. That can go back in there for now, I think. Yeah. So let's jump up here again. So I want to make some different types of wood here. So I'm going to make some lime, and I'm going to make some cherry. See what we can do with this. I'll just run back down there and grab that. Is everything tidy up here? Everything looks tidy, doesn't it? Yeah. So that should have all gone in there. Lime, cherry. Where's all that going? That's getting binned somewhere, isn't it? Or getting used somewhere. Because I should have got a lot more than that. Interesting. Am I destroying wood? Let's have a look. Oh, did that just get used up making stuff? There's no planks going into there. That should be the only thing that's destroying stuff. So I can only presume that that got used to make plank frames and stuff. One can only presume. That shouldn't mean, that should not have been getting destroyed at all. I have to look into that. I'll look into that off camera a bit later. But what we've got now, we can make some nice bits of wood. And what we can use these two bits of material, woodworker and chip machine, should I say, and a panel worker. And the panel worker just does panels by the look of it, whereas the woodworker does blocks. So what we've got two slots here for planks and planks. So we need two different types of planks. So there's one type, there's another type. And you can see there it's changed the colour. So if I put one in, we can put a pattern on. It'll pattern the wood with little lines. If we put two in, it'll actually use both bits of wood in the patterns, and you'll get two back. So that's kind of cool, isn't it? I like it. Crazy patterns. So what I'm going to do is, we're missing some here. We need wood polish. So that's the next thing we need to do. Wood polish, which I believe is beeswax related, and it is. So what we're using here, beeswax with creosote in a carpenter. Beeswax, carpenter with creosote. It's our carpenter that's dedicated to making impregnated frames. Well, we can turn that off for now, and let's make us some beeswax. We'll be back in a bit when we've got 64 beeswax. Hello, I'm back again, and I've got my 64 wood polish, not beeswax, as I just saw that I said when I finished up yesterday. It's actually the next day since you last saw me, so if you're looking here, we've got loads of pollen in all these. It seems that I'm only getting pollen for species I've already got, so I'm not sure what that's about, but these are all full, as you'd expect after it's been running for a day. And that's, I'll turn that off for now since they're all full. There we go. Yep, that'll be alright. Oh, will it? Yeah, it will. Yeah, it will. Some issues with the cows. First up, Dexter's vanished. No idea where he's gone. The police have maybe caught him. I heard it is his last season, so I've had to make Dexter into a cow. Now, there's no more cows, there's no more animals left, so unfortunately, if you haven't had an animal named after you by now, you've there's none left. There's Ian. Well, I didn't forget you there, sorry about that. Who else is in here? Braver, Eamon. Dexter's in here now as a cow. And I think everyone who's asked up to now is in here, but I've got no room for anyone else. Fubar. Well, there's someone else in here who I hadn't mentioned, I think. Who is it? Fluxy, there we go. So everyone's been named. I can't name the squid because the squid actually had to be captured using a jailer's safari net, not the golden lasso, so that's no good. And the other issue is here is 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I've got 7 in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I shouldn't have 7. I should have 6 in there. Oh well. I have to move on across the way. Oh, the chicken hasn't been named yet. 3 of the sheep have died, so I have to replace them. Anyway, I'll replace them, give them back the names that they had once I've double checked to get them right. So yeah, unfortunately, if you haven't had a animal or NPC in my base named after you now, unfortunately I can't fit any more in. So for now, there's gonna be no more names. So sorry if you missed out on that, but it was quite fun. It's just getting a little bit out of hand now, and I don't want to start letting people get upset because they don't get named and other people do. So that's it. I'm gonna have to say it. I'm gonna have to blanket cut it off now. A little bit of fun. We've named a few NPCs, some animals, but unless I just go crazy and make animals for everyone, I could end up with like 2,000 named animals, which is a bit crazy. So I'm gonna have to stop it there. So sorry about that. Right. Anyway, we've made some wood polish. So our wood polish can now go in here. Now, does this? use wood polish every time. Let's have a look. Now, I think I'm going to make a couple of these just to see what they're like. Let's make, what should we go with? That's kind of funky, isn't it? Emblem 3. Creeper pattern. Let's make, nah, I don't know if I like that. There's something I like, there's a couple of square patterns I like. Oh, there they are. Let's have a go at that. Ornate bad pattern. Let's make 2 of them. So, okay, that makes each one uses a bit of wood polish in it seems. So, let's have another 2 of them. And let's have 4 of them. What else should we have? Something to join them together, for example. Let's go with that. And I've got room for one more thing. Let's go with a creeper head. Cool. There we go. That'll do for now. So just as a little example of what we can do with this kind of thing. Now I've had balsa wood. Someone told me it was balsa wood. It's very nice looking. So look at that balsa. So as you can see, because you need, that is a nice colour, yeah. Because you need beeswax to do this, you also need bees, of course. And you need bees anyway for trees to breed. So balsa sapling, teak and silver lime, interesting. Teak, silver lime and jungle. So that's quite, I could get that quite easy. I have to get some jungle saplings. And to get jungle saplings, of course, I can use this thing. I think I should be able to grab my minium stone here and cycle this vanilla sapling through the other vanilla trees. There we go, jungle sapling, just like that. There we go, we can get jungle saplings. That's nice, so I might make some balsa wood. The plan, always when I made this out of wood, the plan was always to change this. This is why I made it out of wood. So I was always planning on messing around with the extra tree stuff on this building. So I am going to get some nice coloured wood. I'm just using this as a test really, this lime and cherry stuff. But I'm going to make some nice colours of wood. Don't like where that's facing. I wanted it facing this way. Okay, I don't want to face this way. Can I change it with a wrench? Some wood you can change the direction of with wrenches. Sheep. The sheep was running there. No, you can't change the direction of these though. Okay. If I place it that way then, will it face the way I want it to face? No, okay, so it seems stuck facing northwest. North-south even. That's kind of pissed on my bonfire a little bit. Kind of wanted it facing outwards. Never mind. Which one have I used here? Them guys on it. So let's go 1, 2. So this is a bit of a bad example, really, isn't it? 4 of them, and let's go with 4 of them. Kind of want to see how that pattern interacted with that one. Oh shit. 4 of them. There's some creeper faces in the middle, which you can't see at all, because they're just facing upwards. Do these smash if I break them? Let's have a look. No, they don't. Cool. Let's just break this a sec, have a look. So that's not an ideal test for the first time. But, so they're thinner than them, they're wider ones. Oh well, not a good not a good example for the first run on these. Well, okay, I'm going to split the camera. I'm going to cut the camera there. I'm going to work out what to do for the rest of the episode because I think the episode's quite short. I'm not sure what's on the list. I'll probably be removing them bits of wood for something a bit different, to be honest. I might do a bit of tree breeding. The problem is it's now Sunday morning, 8 o'clock, so I'm going to want to get this episode up pretty soon, so I'm going to have to work out what to do. So what we've got on here? Well, sawmill charcoal we've kind of covered. Alvery sieves and pollen. I don't want to do too much because it's a bit boring, I think, for you guys watching just trees breeding. Sawmill charcoal's done, so I'm actually out of stuff to do. I'm out of stuff to do. that was planned stuff to do anyway. So any suggestions from you guys, or what you want to see me do now, is would be greatly appreciated. It's at the stage now where I could make a crazy nuclear reactor to do loads of power, but I don't really need it. I've got enough power. If we had Greg Tech, this is when I start doing loads of insane Greg Tech stuff and upping the power on all the machines and stuff, but we ain't got that, unfortunately. I could start making more buildings. But anyway, I'll cut the camera for now. I'll see how long the video is. It might have to be a short episode. Back in a bit. Well, the video's 30 minutes long, so I'm going to wrap it up there as a short episode. That's just out of a bit of wood that I made. Split bad wooden tile. So I need to work out, really, see which way these bits of wood go. I think I might go something like balsa and ebony. Some kind of crazy snaky type pattern up the wood is what I was hoping for. But whether I can actually achieve that or not, something different in it. So I'll see how that goes. As always, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for all your comments and stuff. They're all very much appreciated. It takes me a while to get through them, but I really enjoy replying to comments. So keep them coming. Any technical suggestions you want me to do? What I think I'm going to do is, possibly not the next episode, but the one after, I'm going to start setting up a factorization smelting system just to show it all, courtesy of High Tech Country Boy, who sent me a video showing me how to do it. So I might look into that. All the technical stuff we could do, not sure. I could make a really crazy reactor that has to swap things every 5 seconds or it'll blow up and shit, I don't know. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you soon. Cheers. Bye. Okay, I'm back. I couldn't leave the video there. It was a bit of a state. I completely missed one machine here, which I wanted to come back and cover, and I also found out what this thing here, Master Carpentry Hammer. I thought, when I couldn't turn them bits of wood around, I thought there must be something that I can use to turn, so I did a search for at Binny, and I went through all the 14 pages of Binny's. Oh, that's a nice colour wood, isn't it? Cedar. Went through all the nice different pages of Binny's stuff, and right at the end here I saw this Master Carpentry Hammer, sticks, gold, and a couple of bits of obsidian, so I thought I'd make one of them, and lo and behold, I think this works. So I jumped up here and tested it out. It does indeed turn. These don't look very good at all, to be honest, but what's that? Butterfly. Hello, butterfly. What you can do with this turns your items, which is good, so you can actually turn them. It has a durability. So 56, that took so you lose a bit of durability each time, but that's pretty cheap to make, so that's okay. So I moved on to this other machine that I forgot to cover completely, and I thought it made slabs, but when you look at it, it doesn't make slabs at all. It makes panels. And if you've played 1.6 at all, you'll know about carpet. Well, this actually makes thin panels that are just like carpet. So I've just got some lime wood and some citrus wood from a lemon tree that I've got. It doesn't look particularly good, but I'm just doing this to test. And I made some bits here. I was going to lay them down somewhere. And one of the nice things about this is, I'll show you actually once I put it down. So let's quickly lay out a pattern down here. What have we got? We want corners, corner, 1, 2, 3, corner, corner, 1, 2, 3, corner. So you see they always put themselves down in the same way. So it's always, oops, the same orientation when you place them down. 1, 2. So this looks horrible, to be honest. Lime and, was it lime and what? Lime and citrus. Which lime and citrus should really go together, but meh. So I put all these down, and the place on top of blocks just like the carpet does in 1.6. So I guess it's using the same kind of thing as that. And then once you put it down, of course, you can use your master hammer. And it looked like there was another hammer there, a normal carpentry one that uses just wood and iron. I don't know what the master one does different for me, to be honest. But there we go. We can now change all these round so they face the right way. And the amount of patterns you're going to be able to make from this is ridiculous, to be honest. Don't know if this will look any good, to be honest. There we go. So I've got a nice little pattern there. So as you can see, you can make all kind of crazy stuff. You're going to be the amount of different patterns that are available there. You're going to make all kind of crazy stuff. And if I press F7, something else worthy of note is mobs are not going to spawn on these. So you're going to use these as your floors and mobs won't spawn, which is really nice. So yeah, I thought I'd better show you that bit. I thought I can't finish the video there. I actually had the video about a third uploaded, and I cancelled the upload, and I put it back into Movie Maker and decided to show you that one as well. So that's the panel worker, exactly the same, uses wood polish, same as the woodworker. Instead of making blocks, makes panels. Lovely. Okay then, thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye.